2014 Indian Creek Grade 8 graduation. You should be very proud of yourselves. This is a pretty special class here. They have done some amazing things this year. To the point where I think that they almost are more responsible than half my staff. Parents, grandparents, family, friends, thank you very much for taking your time to come here to be part of this celebration. It's really appreciated. I'm going to keep my speech down because I know it's important that you guys want to be getting to the next part of the evening, but this is very important for your parents. So when you're up here and you're getting your award, you stand there, you smile, and they take as many pictures of you as they want. Don't try and rush off this stage, all right? This is a big day for them. This took 10 years to get you here. So you don't rush away from them, all right? All right.
This is one of the few times I get to tell them what to do. Our subject awards this year honor students who have achieved an 80% average or above in any given subject area over both terms. This is not an easy accomplishment and takes a lot of hard work and dedication to achieve. We have 39 students receiving awards this evening. Mr. Moore and I would like to congratulate all of our honored students for their perseverance over the course of the year. Well done. Students, when you hear your name called, please line up at the stairs and wait to be called on stage to receive your award. The following students have achieved honors in one subject area: T.J. Anderson, Levi Cooper, David Dressler, Caroline Harwood, Susan Hughes, Bailey Stimson, and Benjamin Turnbull. T.J. Anderson. For health and phys ed, Levi Cooper. The arts, David Dressler. For the arts, Caroline Harwood. For French, Susan Hughes. For language, Bailey Stimson. And for health and phys ed, Benjamin Turnbull. The following students have achieved honors in two subject areas, Peyton Brown, Paige Kehoe, Grayson Neal, Megan Sykes, and Madison Young. In French and health and phys ed, Peyton Brown. In language, language and science, Paige Kehoe. In language and science, Grayson Neal. Students have achieved honors in 3 subject areas. Amanda Carey, Abby Gorlick, Richard Kim, Brianna Lush, Megan Pepper, Austin Salmon, and Alexander Stone. For language, math, and science, Amanda Carey. For language, math, and science, Abby Gordon. For French, math, health and phys ed, as well as earning overall honors, Richard Kim. For language, math, and health and phys ed, Brianna Lush. For language, math, and the arts, Megan Pepper. For French, math, science, as well as earning overall honors, Austin Salmon. For math, science, the arts, as well as earning overall honors, Alexander Stone. The following students have achieved honors in 4 subject areas: Dakota Borland, Connor Goldsmith, Rachel Vitos, and Jackson Roundtree. For language, French, math, science, as well as earning overall honors, Dakota Borland. For language, French, math, and health and phys ed, Connor Goldsmith. For language, French, history and geography, and the arts, Rachel Vitos. For language, math, Science, Health and Phys Ed, as well as earning overall honors, Jackson Roundtree. The following students have achieved honors in 5 subject areas: Jade Barco, Allison Boyle, Rachel Bedford, Maya Dixon, Ryan Drysa, Sydney Harlett, and Anna Searles. For language, French, math, health and phys ed, the arts, as well as earning overall honors, Jade Barco. For French, math, science, health and phys ed, the arts, as well as earning overall honors, Allie Boyle. For language, French, science, health and phys ed, the arts, as well as earning overall honors, Rachel Bedford. For French, science, history and geography, health and phys ed, the arts, as well as earning overall honors, Maya Dixon. For language, French, math, science, health and phys ed, as well as earning overall honors, Ryan Drysa. For language, French, math, science, the arts, as well as earning overall honors, Sydney Harlett. For language, French, math, health and phys ed, and the arts, as well as earning overall honors, Anna Searles. The following students have achieved honors in 6 subject areas: Emma Hammond, Nabil Rahimian, and Cora Rhodes. For language, French, math, science, health and phys ed, the arts, as well as earning overall honors, Emma Hammond. For language, French, math, science, history and geography, the arts, as well as earning overall honors, Nabil Rahimian. For language, French, math, science, history and geography, the arts, as well as earning overall honors, Cora Rhodes. The following students have achieved honors in all 7 subject areas: Missy Adebrassen, Amanda Jordan, Connor Lee, Allison McKenzie, Alec McGregor, Regan Owen, Xander Parks, Hannah Ross, Eva Sammy, Sarah Sarhan, Jenna Scott, and Deepti Tamandaram. French, math, science, history and geography, health and phys ed, and the arts, as well as earning overall honors, Messia de Prasa. For language, French, math, science, history and geography, health and phys ed, and the arts, as well as earning overall honors, Amanda Jordan. For language, French, math, science, history and geography, health and phys ed, and the arts, as well as earning overall honors, Connor Lee. For language, French, math, science, history and geography, health and phys ed, and the arts, as well as earning overall honors, Alan Mackenzie. For language, French, math, science, history and geography, health and phys ed, and the arts, as well as earning overall honors, Alec McGregor. For language, French, math, science, history and geography, health and phys ed, and the arts, as well as earning overall honors, Regan Owen. I'm going to keep saying this because it's quite an accomplishment. For language, French, math, science, history and geography, health and phys ed, and the arts, as well as earning overall honors, Xander Parks. For language, French, math, science, history and geography, health and phys ed, and the arts, as well as earning overall honors, Hannah Ross. For language, French, math, science, history and geography, health and phys ed, and the arts, as well as earning overall honors, Eva Sani. For language, French, math, science, history and geography, health and phys ed, and the arts, as well as earning overall honors, Sarah Sarhan. For language, French, math, science, history and geography, health and phys ed, and the arts, as well as earning overall honors, Jenna Scott. For language, French, math, science, history and geography, health and phys ed, and the arts, as well as earning overall honors, D.P. Tamandra.
I did that.
Once again, congratulations to all of you for your hard work over the course of the year, and we're all very proud of you.
Well, congratulations already to all our awards winners. I have the opportunity to present the Principals Award every year, which is a pleasure. It's awarded on behalf of the Ontario Principals Council, and it's awarded to a student or a few students who demonstrate leadership within the school. And when we look at leadership, there's a lot of different facets of leadership, but I think one of the biggest things is to be able to motivate people to participate with you in some things. Because a leader without followers is really not a leader, they're an individual. So the two people today have demonstrated leadership in the classroom, as well as on the sports field or court, and also within all of the extracurriculars we do, music program and things like that. So I am very pleased to announce the winners. We actually have two this year. Number one, Ethan Sammy and Dennis Scott.
This year we're handing out two Commitment to Academic Achievement Awards, one for each class, and just would like to The Commitment to Academic Achievement Award is given to students who are never afraid to take risks in their learning, whether it be asking questions or supporting opinions in great detail. This student has demonstrated a great deal of perseverance over the last 2 years, and we should recognize that it's not as important where you start as it is where you end up. Ms. Scott describes this individual as saucy, but dedicated. Mrs. Wilson says that this student takes on every challenge she encounters with a positive attitude. The Commitment to Academic Achievement from 8 Aspinall is being given to someone who never gives up and is never afraid to ask for help. She works incredibly well alone or in groups and always offers her opinion. She is never afraid to ask questions and prioritizes her schoolwork on a daily basis. Madame describes this person as funny, with a quirky sense of humor, and someone who can flare her nostrils like no one's business. I would describe this person as responsible, trustworthy, and confident. She is someone who thrives on routine. For example, poking the bear every day at 3:10 for 2 years. I am proud to present this award to Megan Without an Age Pepper.
Commitment to academic improvement and academic achievement means exactly that. It means going the extra mile, giving that extra effort, doing just a little bit more than you need to. It doesn't just mean working hard because somebody else expects you to. It means working hard because you expect it of yourself. Now, I've seen this kind of commitment demonstrated in my classroom this year, and I am really proud and pleased to award this Achievement Award to Amanda Gordon.
is given to a young lady who has contributed to her team's success in sports, as well as achieved a high academic average. She is someone who has been involved in coordinating intramurals and was quick to volunteer to help referee junior sports after school. She is constantly receptive to constructive feedback and relentlessly asks for strategies to improve her game. She's a strong defender in soccer, always stepping up in the play to help the team take turnovers. In basketball, she was again an aggressive defender. Her efforts in school were just as evident as with her sports. She constantly wanted to know how she could get better. I am proud to present this year's Athletic Academic Proficiency Award to Sarah South.
Hi again. This year, 2 students are being recognized for the Male Academic Athletic Award. Both boys played on every school sports team, as well as achieved outstanding academic averages close to 90%. Our first athlete dominated the center midfield position throughout the entire soccer season and is described by Mr. McCormick as a listener on the volleyball court who always does what's best for the team. He's aggressive on the basketball court and incredibly speedy on the track. Our second academic athlete is someone Mr. McCormick describes as a great leader who leads by example on the court and remains calm when you need him to be. He is a great setter in volleyball and a phenomenal basketball player who makes the 3-pointers when you need them. Both boys led the soccer and volleyball teams to the playoffs and assisted in consecutive undefeated basketball seasons both this year and last. As with any sport, improving a game takes practice. While both of these boys excel athletically because of their commitment to be better, they have also learned to apply their persistence to skills in the classroom. They are both resilient and precise with every task that they undertake and strive to do their best academically every day. I am pleased to present these awards to Connor Lee and Alec McGregor.
Female Athlete of the Year Award is given to a young lady who has been actively involved in sports in a variety of capacities within our school and has demonstrated high levels of athletic ability in all sports. This young lady played on all of the senior teams, helped run intramurals within the school, and volunteered to sport as well for junior basketball. This year's recipient is someone who, while being an extremely talented athlete, above all is always respectful and demonstrated good sportsmanship. She's an amazing leader, which she showed me in soccer, and I'm sure her other coaches would agree. She always sports positive attitude no matter the adversity she is facing and tries to bring those around her up. In Miss Goga, I was amazed at her compassion and the way she constantly encouraged those around her to try new things. When someone fell behind, she was the first person to turn around and help them out. She's someone who can pick up a new sport and actually be able to compete.
She's fearless and always willing to try new things. She never backed down from the boys in the gym during ball hockey, and if anything, she may have intimidated some of them. Whether it be from her yearning desire to win or the toothless smile she had for the last month or so, she is competitive in nature, always ready for a challenge, which again she showed in Muskoka by challenging me to a race to the top of the climbing wall. While it is difficult for me to admit, as I'm told I can also be a bit competitive, this person may or may not have scaled the wall a bit quicker than me, despite my old womanly experience. I am proud to present this year's Female Athlete of the Year award to Jay Marco.
Sports in a variety of capacities within our school and has demonstrated high levels of athletic ability in all sports. This athlete maintains a quiet demeanor in the classroom, which is a stark contrast to his commanding presence on any court or field. He always leads by example through his relentless efforts in every practice and game. With a positive attitude, he is receptive to and quick to implement feedback provided by coaches. This individual was a solid sweeper, phenomenal volleyball server, and top-notch basketball rebounder. He competed at the city track and field event and can throw a pitch faster than anybody his age or even older. I would like to present the Athlete of the Year award to one of the most humble individuals I've ever met. He wins graciously, he loses graciously. Either way, slow it down. He is always a competitor. Congratulations, Connor Goldsmith.
The Arts Award is an award that goes to a grade 8 student who has contributed the most in the areas of drama, music, visual arts, and dance. They must have an academic average of 80% or higher and have a positive attitude when working with others. The Arts Award is given to a student that is a good role model to others and always strives to do his or her best when performing. They should demonstrate qualities as an arts leader and be able to work as a team player. This year's award goes to a young person who participated in almost all of the arts activities offered in the school this year, including bell choir, and the talent show. She even accompanied her class on the piano during a recorded unit earlier this year. This young lady shared her talents in a quiet, modest way and was eager to encourage others to become involved in the arts activities around the school. She always demonstrated leadership ability and helped co-direct the bell choir at the Christmas assembly. This year's award goes to an outstanding student that is greatly respected by both staff and students. Please help me in congratulating this year's recipient, Missy Adebarasi.
citizenship fit into the classroom and school community? I'd like to make that connection. The classroom setting provides students with the opportunity to learn how to get along with and help others as members of a community. They learn how to understand and analyze difficult situations and how to problem solve in a way that benefits everyone. This student has always had a very positive attitude in which he chooses to use, not because he has to, but because he wants to. I remember him as being very upbeat and always ready to assist and cooperate in any way. It is my honor and a privilege to present this year's Citizenship Award to a student who exemplifies these characteristics, Jackson Roundtree.
Good evening. My name is Christine Davenport, and I'm a member of the Indian Creek Road Public School Home and School Committee. We are an organization of volunteers committed to ensuring that the education, health, safety, and social well-being of children and youth are a priority for all. Our Home and School Committee this year is made up of 12 dedicated Indian Creek Road Public School parents who, while juggling work, home, and family, find the time to volunteer and support a variety of school events, such as teacher appreciation, family movie and dance event, poinsettia sales, play day, and graduation. I have the pleasure tonight, on behalf of the committee, to present the Home and School Volunteerism Award. This award is given to the student who has demonstrated superior volunteerism both in the community and in the school setting. As the famous author Elizabeth Andrews said, volunteers do not necessarily have the time, they just have the heart. Applications received from students are evaluated by a committee of dedicated teachers who have selected this year's winner. We are very honored to present this year's Home and School Volunteerism Years Award to Harrison Fair.
The Daniel Stone Humanitarian Award is being presented for the first time, and I am beyond honored to have been asked to make this presentation in memory of Daniel. He passed away a little over a year ago when he was in grade 5. Daniel was my student in my class in 4th grade. He was a special boy with special needs who demonstrated unconditional love and innocence in the purest form. Although Daniel's life was far too short, he will be remembered for a lifetime through this award, which his parents have lovingly created to honor their cherished boy. Humanitarianism can be described as impartial acceptance of every human being. Following criteria will be used to select the recipient of the Daniel Stone Humanitarian Award. It will be awarded each year to a graduating student who has demonstrated humanitarian efforts throughout their years at Indian Creek Road Public School, who embraces a caring and supportive role for their peers, especially those with special needs, who is a role model for other students in their respect of self and others, who who advocates for diversity, inclusiveness, and tolerance, therefore supporting anti-bullying endeavors, who demonstrates a willingness to cooperate with teachers and peers in all school activities, who is a regular volunteer and readily assists those requiring assistance. As well, special consideration is to be given to a student who meets this criteria and may also have faced or overcome significant personal challenge in educational or family circumstances. The graduate we are honoring tonight has fulfilled that humanitarian role throughout the years at New Grove Public School. This student cooperates with staff and fellow students while demonstrating respect and tolerance. This student demonstrates in a quiet way the difference and power that kindness makes, especially to those with special needs. This student has been assisting in classrooms by monitoring younger students for years, probably since he was in my grade 4 class. In the face of personal challenge, he has emerged stronger, more confident, and a terrific role model for his younger siblings. I am pleased to announce that the first recipient deserving of the Daniel Stone Humanitarian Award is his big brother, Alexander.
Tonight to present the award for the grade 8 proficiency. This auspicious award is presented to the student achieving academic excellence. I was first privileged to meet this leader and this year's award winner in grade 3. At the time, a timid, unsure child afraid of not measuring up. Since then, the student's confidence has soared and abilities have shone. At this time, 5 years later, this student is at the head of the class with an average in the high 90s. As a staff, we rely on this student day in and day out. And honestly, I think we could step aside and the student could run the school without missing a beat. Right, Mr. Morris? This student has also been a mentor to my child and a family friend. Tonight's award winner holds a special place in the hearts of all the students and staff here, as well as for my family. Without further ado, I am thrilled to announce tonight's award winner for the Grade 8 Proficiency Award, DT. is a valedictorian, you may ask? It's an academic title conferred upon the student who will deliver the closing statement at a graduation assembly. In other words, when you hear the valedictorian speech, it means the ceremony's almost over. The speech given is considered the final farewell to classmates before they disperse to pursue their individual paths after graduating. After this speech, the valedictorian, not ours, the students begin the next phase of their lives. The first student to earn this honor was described by Mrs. DeSchreiber way back in kindergarten as a self-reliant, sweet little girl. Mrs. Anderson enjoyed her positive attitude and her consideration towards others. Miss Simpson in grade 2 noted this little girl shared and knew how to take turns. Mrs. Butzer thought she was confident and enthusiastic. In grade 4, Mr. Pelly called her reliable. Mrs. Butzer again noticed her ability to persevere through challenges. In grade 6, I got to notice how well respected she was by all of her peers. Mr. Aspinall found that she had a friendly, courteous attitude and that she worked incredibly well in group situations. As you can see, this student will be one of the fine representatives of the title valedictorian for your graduating class. Please welcome Anna Cyril.
To be a valedictorian, you have to represent your graduating class. You have to be a person that all the other students can relate to. You have to speak for your peers. You have to shine a spotlight on what everyone is thinking on this evening and what everyone is feeling. And you have to express it somehow in words. Tonight's second valedictorian is, in my opinion, the perfect person to do a job like this. And I'm so pleased to introduce your second valedictorian, Nabil Rahimian. I don't want to do a spoiler, but these two specifically asked to have Kleenex in here, so I don't know if they're going to have tears of laughter, tears of sadness, or a little both, but your request has been met.
Before we start, we have one favor. Please laugh at all of our bad jokes.
Good evening, staff, students, family, and friends. Welcome to the graduation ceremony of the class of 2014. 7 hours a day, 5 days a week, 10 months a year, for 10 years. That's how long you spent here at Indian Creek, growing and learning. Today is the day where all that comes to an end, and we celebrate all the good times we've had together. Like when some students pranked Mr. A and Madame Millette by covering their rooms with yarn. Or when we stayed after school to sing Vowel Bat.
like it was just yesterday. Your mom doing up your size 4 Velcro shoes. But here we are. When thinking about what to include in our speech, we wanted to stray from the obvious, you are the future. For the painful, it's the beginning, not the end. But we realized we couldn't, because no matter how cheesy or cliche they are, they ring with truth. They're honest. We are starting a new chapter in our lives. It's not the end, and we have time to make mistakes. We have time to learn.
We would like to thank Mrs. Duchesne, Mr. Aspinall, and Mrs. Van Hoost for being such caring and supporting homeroom teachers. We would also like to thank Mrs. Poole for teaching us our sharps from our flats, Madame Millette for teaching us our lows from our laws, and Mr. Malicki for showing that a healthy body needs a healthy mind. But most importantly, we'd like to thank our legs because they've always supported us, our fingers because we've always been able to count on them, and our arms for always being at our sides.
Here are some of the great things your teachers and peers have to say about you. A fabulous group of students who are a joy to teach. I found it incredibly difficult to have such an elite group of students so early in my career twice. I know you'll be a successful group. You all have unique gifts that work together. I really enjoyed the relationship between me and my students. Not many teachers are lucky enough to experience it.
Oh wait, that was all about us. Whoops.
You know, at Indian Creek, we've had a lot of happy, funny, and embarrassing moments and memories. Like when Bailey got his head stuck in a chair, or making the Alice in Wonderland play. Let's not forget Jackson snorting pepper and getting in trouble. Because he really had to sneeze.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Atch.
Achoo.
Bless you.
What would a valedictorian speech be without some advice? The most important and relevant advice we were given was from Mrs. Wilson. Be true to yourself. Because we all have different plans for high school, but don't rush it. Take your time.
Find out what you enjoy. Do what makes you happy. Don't let anyone define you. The old rules are crumbling and nobody knows what the new rules are, so make up your own. Don't let anyone tell you who you can and can't be.
As we look around here today, at all the people who helped us make us who we are, I know it feels like we're saying goodbye, but we will carry a piece of each other to everything we do next. Remind us of who we are and if we're meant to be.
We've had a great 10 years with you, and we'll miss you very much.
How about a big round of applause for the graduating class of 2014?
While everybody's getting situated up here, before we hand out diplomas, I just want to reiterate what Mr. Moore said earlier and invite you to come into the aisles, come up to the front of the stage to get that special shot of your graduate receiving their diplomas. Even though your students will want to make a very hasty exit off the stage as they did during rehearsals, their teachers will have absolutely no problem keeping them on stage until you are happy. So let's get started. Missy Adekarasa. Mason. Jade Barco. Chrislyn Beaumont. Rachel Bedford. Dakota Gorman.
I did not.
Allison Boyle. Peyton Brown. Mason Burke. Scotty Burke. Amanda Carey. Megan Formosa. Connor Goldsmith. Abby Gorlick. Rachel Guidos. Emma Hammond. Caroline Harwood. Sydney Harlan. Susan Hughes. Amanda Jordan. Paige Kehoe. Richard Kim. Riley Christensen.
가까이서 찍어당겨도 잘.
Connor Lee. Kennedy Logan. Brianna Lush. Allison McKenzie. Alex McGregor. Michael Murray. Grayson Neal. Regan Owen. Xander Parks. Megan Pepper. Harrison Fair. Nabil Rahimian.
And to be cited in the yearbook?
Savannah Lucrece. Cora Rhodes. Cameron Ross. Hannah Ross. Jackson Roundtree. Austin Salmon. Jenna Scott. Anna Searle. Abdul Shakil. Jake Shaw. Bailey Stimson. Alexander Stone. Megan Sykes.
Way to go, baby girl.
G.D. Landry. Darian Tinmeyer. Zachary Towsley. Benjamin Turnbull. Madison Wood. Heidi Woodberg. join me in congratulating the Indian Creek Road Public School class